The purpose of this short demo is to focus on you getting ready for Christmas. When you think about Christmas, it's about getting your different product lines prepared. So in this example, in this category, I've got my various size ham, 6 to 7, 7 to 8. I've got a couple of different turkey options. I've got a half ham. And again, you need to think about the product lines that you want to offer for this Christmas. But more importantly, I want you to think about a thing called line item validation. So a product has a title, has a price. But what line validation does is it gives you the ability to ask the customer additional questions as they place their order. So you'll see on the left-hand side of the screen, I've got lots of different questions: thickness, vacuum, different hock end, rump end, stuffing types. And so for a particular product, I can move an option from the left-hand side of the screen to the right-hand side of the screen. So for this ham, I set the estimated weight of the 6 to 7 kg ham as 6.5, and I've got various yes, no's. Do you want the bone taken out? Do you want the glaze? And I can even link in an additional price with an option. Let's really briefly look at a turkey. So again, similar fashion to the line item validation. What questions do I want to ask? And in this case, I've also got some options in and around stuffing types. So as you want to create your own line item validations, you go into settings, you scroll down and you go to quote orders sales, and you click on the order line validation. So you'll see I've got a whole range of different options here. I can have a yes no question. Do you want a gluten-free crumb? I can have a numerical question. What thickness do you want the steak? And I can have a calculation question. What is the estimated weight of this product? Let's say 6.5. Therefore, if the customer orders 2 times 6.5 equals 13. That's a calculation field. So let's see how this flows through to the touchscreen. Save as order, select a customer. Let's choose Karen in this case. We might have a screen that's got all our Christmas product. Karen wants a ham, 6 to 7 kg. It loads up the line validation. She wants 2 times 6.5. They may want a glaze, but in this case, she wants the bone taken out. Click OK. Let's order a turkey. Turkey option, they want 1. What stuffing do they want? They want the cranberry stuffing. So again, all these validations come up as an order is placed. When we hit the commit button, this is a new feature, we want to try and spread the volume of the pickups so that you don't have 2,000 people coming in on the 24th. So you can set for a specific date range. So I'm going to move it through to December, and then I'm going to deliberately move it in this case to the 22nd, which brings up a prompt because you are allowing, say, 200 people on the 22nd to collect the orders, and this is going to exceed that quantity. So I can say to Karen, well, how about picking up on the 21st or the 23rd? And again, it just spreads that volume out to make the pickups less stressful and more even. I can print out order dockets, I can take a deposit, but now that order is saved. In addition to taking an order in the store on the touchscreen, you may choose to have an integrated website, which again, many butchers are doing. So in this example, we've got a turkey, and here's the line item validation flowing through with, again, the stuffing options. Or let's look at a ham example. And again, you're seeing the option of the rump end or the hock end. So the power of an integrated online store is that a customer can walk into the store and it's really busy. They could scan a QR code on their mobile phone. That'll take them to your website and they could potentially complete that order themselves without congesting the front point of sale. Equally, you could send a email marketing campaign with a link to your website or again a QR code, and the customer at their leisure 24 hours a day could place that order. So again, just increasing your capacity, lowering some of the burden of having to do it all yourselves. And again, there's no problems helping out a customer and doing it for them, but it means those who would like to do it themselves have that capability. The power of line item validation is all those orders, whether online or from in-store, all appear in the sales command center. That's the second option in on the side. You can filter those orders, and again, you might have hundreds, you could have 1,000 maybe. You can filter those orders via a date range, and there's a whole range of different reports that you can print out. The one that I want to show you is line item validation. So what this does is it brings back a report and it separates each line with its variation or its line item validation. So I can see of my half hams, how many are glazed, how many are glazed and I've got the hock in, how many are glazed and I've got the rump in. And I'm viewing all of these both as a each, how many hams, how many turkeys, what's that represent in weight, and then I've got my variance. So I've got my turkeys with this stuffing. Got my turkeys with that stuffing. So with a click of a button in 2 seconds, this report, along with many others, is produced. And that's a significant game changer. So again, just as another summary, as you prepare for Christmas, we want you to think about what product line offerings do you need? What line item validation questions or prompts do you want to ask? To find out more about this, if you head to the help menu, go to PBSA POS help, and then if you scroll down, you'll see there's an option here called Christmas orders. This is everything about Christmas orders, line item validation, reports to run, marketing campaigns to set up, and also too, you may want to consider, do you want to get an integrated online store to try and again, increase your capacity? So I hope this has helped you prepare for Christmas. Take action now. Don't wait till November or even December to do this. Get prepared now. We want you to have a lower stress, higher, more profitable Christmas. Thanks very much for your time.